Welcome to another weekly market report with Kristen Mason Coreas. I have to share with you today the data for the DC metro area as of the week ending September 22nd, which was Sunday. So that's the most current data I have for you today. And as I look at these numbers, they're kind of mid, as my 14-year-old and 12-year-old kids would say. Nothing really jumping out at me, nothing really grabbing me in any way here. I would say they're kind of less than what I would expect. The big news that most people are hearing about and that we've been expecting is the significant reduction in interest rates. I mean, that's been going on for a couple of weeks. So I've been anticipating and expecting more buyer activity, but I'm not necessarily seeing a lot of that. So you can see here that showings are up 15.2% from last year. Interest rates were about a point higher at this time last year. So that makes sense. I mean, and still that's not a huge number. So 15.2 more showings than last year. And compared to last week, only 3.1% more. So not a ton more activity. And then we look at purchase contracts, same thing, kind of mid numbers, 10.1% higher than last year and only 2.5% higher than last week. So yes, more buyer activity, but not significantly more. Time to contract is flat week over week, slower by 3 days compared to last year, 24 days. So I don't know. I mean, these numbers to me, kind of the message that I get out of them, what I read from them is that I was expecting it to get tougher for buyers around now, and I'm not necessarily seeing that. So, therefore, if you are a buyer or you know someone who is thinking about buying, frankly, I'd say get in the market now. Interest rates are lower and competition doesn't seem too steep. We, in fact, did put a listing on the market last week, and I was expecting way more activity than I got. We eventually got 3 total offers, but not until like yesterday. Usually I have a ton of offers right away. So that's kind of what's happening in the front lines and what we're seeing here in the data. And I will tell you too, anecdotally, what we hear and what might be going on is that sometimes when interest rates come down, it's almost like people get greedy, so to speak, and they want them to come down more. And so that might be what we're seeing in the market, is that people are saying, okay, interest rates are lower, great, let's see how low they go. And we did see that, I don't know, a year or two ago when interest rates dropped and then they spiked like very shortly after that. And, I think there's a lot of people out there with regret that they didn't buy sooner. You never know where it's going. You only know where it is today. Of course, we try to predict where they're going. And yes, the expectation is they are going to continue to come down, but how much more, we don't know. So take advantage of the market when you can. And most importantly, when it's right for you. So that's more than what I usually talk about in my weekly market report. Let me just run down these other numbers for you and let you enjoy the rest of your day and your weekend. So new listings are up year over year by 14.5% and down week over week. That is a seasonal trend. We do tend to see less listings as the year goes on. Median list price flat from last year and down from last week. Again, that would make sense seasonally. Prices and inventory tend to come down this time of year. Active listings up 24.5% year over year. That is a trend we have been seeing that continues, and up just a touch, 2.4% from last week. So that is your weekly market report for today. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day and your weekend. And after the weekend, if you want to get more information on what is happening locally and regionally and hyper locally in the real estate market, check me out either on YouTube or on Facebook at the Homes by Mason channel. I do another broader market update around 1 o'clock every Monday. So again, have a good day and a good weekend.